Broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore, it's Coach Kev on the Damage 365 Radio Network.
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode here of the Indy Super Show, broadcasting live on the Damage 365 Radio Network, YouTube, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. Coach Kev leading you the way today. I'll be joined very briefly by Dave Mooch of MZ Promotions. We have a great show with some great guests lined up for you today as we get into a very, very sensitive subject when it comes to wrestling in the independent scene, women's wrestling, and the way the fans sometimes interact with them, more or less the very sexist comments, derogatory comments, and some stories that have been coming to a rise the last couple of days, especially today, one involving our guest later on today, Impact stars Laurel Van Ness, known on the indie scene as Chelse Green. She had an interaction with a fan who had some inappropriate things to say. And we kind of want to touch on, what's okay, what's not okay, what reactions from the wrestlers is okay, what might not be okay, and things along that matter. But we're going to take our first commercial break. When we come back from that, on the other side, we'll be joined by Dave Mooch of MZ Promotions. And we'll also be joined about 10 after the hour by Robyn Reid, another great up-and-coming independent female star who has had to deal with enough of her sexist comments and things like that on the indie scene. So, and again, not that it's only said at the indie level, it just gets noticed a lot more when you're sitting in a building that has 100 to 200 people compared to 15,000. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Sit back, relax, give us about an hour plus of your time here on the Indy Super Show.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Stein Wrestling Superstore in the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market. Blue Building, booths 46 through 48. Check them out for all your wrestling memorabilia needs. They have figures, lucha masks, t-shirts, retro collectibles, DVDs, cards, and so much more. You can also pick up tickets to local indie wrestling promotions. That's right, you heard it here on the Damage 365 Radio Network. The Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore in the world-famous Englishtown Flea Market, Blue Building, booths 46, 47, and 48. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Funkenstein Inc. for more information.
This is Eddie Edwards, one half of the Wolves, and you are listening to Damage 365 Radio, where the hunt is on.
Do you laugh so hard to other podcasts you're a danger on the road?
Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should.
Do you drive your friends crazy going on and on about said podcast?
You're an idiot.
Do you have trouble falling asleep at night?
For 6 months, I couldn't sleep.
If you've answered yes to one or all three of these questions, have no fear.
Here, at After the Credits, we have patented a formula of quasi-cogent opinion seasoned with shameless in-bickering to provide you with an experience that is both AAA safe and moderately amusing.
So join the dueling duo of Robert Kajowski and Norton every week for the latest in trailer and movie reviews, as well as the occasional TV talk. Because at After the Credits on Damage 365 Radio, we believe in 4 things.
Water's wet, the sky's blue, women have secrets.
And that listening to our show will guarantee that your insurance premiums will plummet.
Neither Robert nor Dorton can legally ensure a smooth experience on the road. Some drivers are chess monsters. Additionally, neither After the Credits nor Damage 365 Radio can legally guarantee any insurance premiums will go down. After the Credits, however, can be heard on the iHeartRadio app available through Google Play and iTunes.
This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius full of glory and renown. You are listening to Damage 365 Radio.
Esposito's Pizza and Pasta. Check us out on one of our fine locations, 930 Route 34 in Matawan, New Jersey, or 233 East Main Street in Manasquan, New Jersey. From pizza and salads to pasta and buffalo wings, we have something to suit every member of your family. Whether you're seeking to take out, delivery, or just want to dine in, let us do the dishes. We would be more than happy to take care of your next meal. Our courteous and friendly restaurant staff is here to meet and exceed all your expectations. We promise an enjoyable experience each and every time we serve you. Try our award-winning sesame seed crust pizza, the recent winner of first place in the Las Vegas Pizza Open in the Artisans Division. Visit us online at sesameseedpizza.com for store hours, menus, and phone numbers, or just stop by one of our 2 great locations. You'll be glad you did. Esposito's Pizza and Pasta, so close to eating at Mom's, but without all the yelling.
This is former WWE superstar Damian Sandow, now known as Aaron Stevens, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio. Keep it tuned. You're welcome.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks to our sponsors. And at this time, we're being joined by Dave Mooch of MZ Promotions. Welcome back, Dave.
What's going on, guys?
Took a week off last week, you slacker.
Yeah, I had to get the taxes done, get that bank.
I mean, it's not like there's other 6 days during the week.
Yeah, no, of course my wife takes the same day. So.
Your accountant, I guess he must be Jewish, so he only works on Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, right?
Yep.
All right. So the hot topic of I would guess today, since it kind of popped up all over the internet, was an incident that occurred with Chelsea Green at an Indy show, and a gentleman yelling some inappropriate sexist comments to her, to the point where it actually bothered her so much that at intermission she approached him at the concession area of the event and had some words and wound up smacking a beer out of his hand and walking away. So you had a chance to see the video. What was your take on that?
I only saw the video of him smacking the beer out of his hands. I didn't really know the whole topic of the situation. I didn't read it, of course. But hey, that's pretty funny though. I think that she had balls to go up to the fan and confront them. Was that anywhere around here?
It was in Canada, I believe.
Those fucking Canadians.
Now, my question is, well, I think we're actually, hold on, we're going to be joined by Robyn Reid. Hold on one second. Hi, is this Robyn? Hello?
Hey.
Hey, Robyn, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We were just, I got, my partner Dave is on the line. Dave, this is Robyn.
Robyn, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, Dave?
Not bad, not bad.
Okay. So we actually were just starting this conversation. He watched the video. He didn't really read the article, of course. And now, where did this? You know more of the backstory to this than probably we do, just reading the article. Where was this show taking place?
This was at I believe it's PWA in Canada.
Okay, it was Canada. Okay, now you're a female worker on the indie scene. You would know more than I about how people are treated and things that are said. Well, how long have you been doing this?
I broke into the business August 2013.
Okay.
So about 4.5 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know that the answer is probably going to be yes, but how often have you come into this situation yourself?
A few times. Unfortunately, a few times where people would say things. Either it would be fans saying a few things, or whether it be, I don't know, hell, I've even encountered things behind the scenes. You know, it's happened more times than I would like for it to happen.
Now, how have you handled this situation when this let's just say fan interaction, someone yelling something from behind the guardrail? How did you handle it?
At the moment, because I guess when the first time it happened to me, I was a little bit newer, so it kind of caught me off guard. Like, wow, people really talk like this to the workers in the ring, you know. So I kind of just looked at them like, oh, really? And then just to kind of play off the crowd and stuff, I'll sit there and be like, okay, are you gonna cross this? You know, are you gonna cross this guardrail? You know, I've had that happen to me recently, where, I've had drunk people, drunk females in particular, at a bike show cross the guardrail, and I guess karma, excuse my language, bit her in the ass, and she, as she was climbing over the guardrail, she went face first into the concrete, so... Oof. It was spectacular. The guys came in, I was still, my adrenaline's going because the match is going on, and because supposedly the women were telling people that were part of the show, hey, we're gonna jump the guardrail during the women's match. Is there a women's match? And they were telling her, they were like, no, don't do that. And so she decided she was gonna go for it. She failed miserably. I still wanted to go say something to her, but they were like, no, just keep going. So they had to kind of edit it out. And yeah, we encountered some crazy things as female wrestlers.
Now, is this all right? I mean, when this happens, is this something like I understand that things can be said that will get under your skin. Sometimes they might get a little too personal, but is it maybe in your best interest to kind of play it off into your role in the ring, or maybe not address them directly while you're in the ring, kind of just make a general statement or play it kind of into your gimmick where you're not giving them the recognition?
Honestly, with how I'm portrayed a lot, I typically, because I'm kind of a big girl, so I tend to play heel a lot. So it's much easier for me to get away with it. You know what I mean? Because all I got to do is just sit there and kind of give them a smirk like, yeah, I see you. Even though, I'm one of those people, I'm big on non-verbal cues. And so I can hear or see you say something, and I'll turn around. I don't know. I can do something as simple as either wink or smirk at you, so you'll know that I heard what you said, and I just keep going. Or I'll start laughing. I do little things like that to, let them know, hey, I heard you. But, I mean, it's nothing for me to just go crazy over. Because, I have a job. My job is to focus on what's in the ring.
Right.
But if you cross that guardrail, that's a whole different story. Because now, honestly, not only I'm a very protective